Must come to an end. 5 Flex Pay is done after this hour. Done after this hour. And boy, I do have all-stars. I've got I'm his #1 fan. We've got Aaron Berger, Dr. Paul Nassif is gonna be here, Sam Sambura. I'm wearing Diane Gilman jeans, Rhonda Shear. We got a lot going on, but remember the 5 Flex Pays go away at midnight. Now, I should have a bone to pick with you, my work husband, Aaron Berger, because first of all, I've seen you cheat on me. You've aired this with other hosts. I know.
Only twice.
I know,
Only
okay.
twice.
And you already have sellout quantity, so they choose it with or without Office. And true story, I told my producer this before the show. I bought a Chromebook separately. I didn't get Microsoft Office. I didn't get a touch screen, and I literally bought this printer from us separately like 2 weeks ago. So, buy a computer, get a whole home office for free, you know, with Office or without Office, and a touch screen, and our #1 brand, and Intel inside. Oh yeah. And you also get great service and support as well that I know you'll talk about. So all you do is pick your color of choice. And so we've got our silver, we've got our blue, and then we're calling it teal, wow, which I wouldn't call that teal in real life, but I guess we're calling it teal in the system. And then we've got our rose gold as well. Fewer than 100 of each, so it is sell-out city here, folks. Aaron Berger, I know that was a very quick intro, but he is my work husband. I've known him for, what, over 15 years now.
So more than 15 years?
Yeah, so when he cheats on me, it's okay because you and HP are our #1 brand, and you are the largest or the leading laptop manufacturer in America. Oh yeah, and the leading printer manufacturer in America. So
thank you very much.
When we do things like touch screen and choose it with Office or without Office, and then throw in a printer for free and service and support, well, you know what? That is a deal that is too good to reserve for just one host. But I will turn the reins over to you, Aaron Berger, because there are a lot of boxes to cross with this one. I mean, obviously, to me, the value is incredible, but it's really the features for the price. And if I, as a show host, bought a Chromebook separately that was not a touchscreen and did not have Office, and I bought this printer from HSN as a separate printer a couple of weeks ago.
It's a great printer.
This is something to kind of sit up and take notice of, to get the top features, #1 brand, and a whole Office makeover, isn't it?
It's an easy way to overdo you. Now, I have to say one thing, Shannon. It is a very easy way to make over your Office. I might have cheated a little bit in that we have had only 2 presentations before Shannon, but I was not supposed to be in your show tonight, young lady, and I got a phone call this afternoon that said, look, Shannon really wants to sell this out in her show. So this was not planned tonight. We are so right. I mean, we've got to give a little bit of. I took the punishment, so I've got to take the stroking there a little bit too.
So thank you for answering the call to action and the phone, because I actually I saw you with Miss Helen the other day, and so here's what we're gonna do. I am confident when I say I am certain every single one of these will go in this hour. I mean, I really am, because at this point we have fewer than 100 in any one of your choices, and something you may not realize, and I'm gonna turn the reins over to Aaron again, because there's a lot to talk about. If you're new, it is on FlexPay, on 5 FlexPay for this hour, whether you do it with Office or without. There's a 30-day return policy on this, and that's, I mean, so there's no restocking fee, so you can get it at home, and you could do what I say, try it as you buy it on that FlexPay. Suzanne has a great line, love it or leave it at the mailbox, is what she says. But the whole idea is you do it now, and I'm gonna say only for this hour. So 12-month VIP financing, and why wouldn't you do Office? Because the price is almost identical on FlexPay or on our interest-free financing. Because as an example, if you do the 12-month VIP, it's like $35 and change without Office. It's like $37 and change with Office. So Aaron, with that big introduction, let's dig into this. Let's do the meat and potatoes of this.
Okay.
I'm certain we'll start with the jewel in the crown, the computer, and then we'll talk about the printer as well,
Absolutely.
right?
That's exactly what we'll do. So we'll remind everyone here quickly, you're getting both. You're getting a whole home office or office, work office, whatever office you're redoing, you're getting the whole makeover tonight. It's always nice when you can, of course, to buy a printer and a computer that are of the same manufacturer. They tend to talk to each other really, really well. So we'll get to the printer in a few minutes. Just a quick overview though. It's not just a printer, it's a copier, and it's a scanner. It has a flatbed scanner right there, so you can walk up and make even if you don't print very much, just to be able to make a copy in your house, color copy, black and white copy. It has the lowest price ink on any printer in America, under $200. We'll talk more about that. It comes along with 11 months of HP Instant Ink. It's one of my favorite printers I've ever sold. Including it as a bonus is wild. So we'll get into that a little bit more in a few minutes. But like Shannon said, sort of the jewel in the crown is this right here. It is your laptop. Now, you might have heard Shannon say, or you might have read the word over here, this is a Chromebook. And you might be thinking, what's a Chromebook exactly? I see Shannon and Aaron talking about this beautiful computer. They said it's lightweight. It only weighs about 3.25 pounds, has a 14-hour battery life, touchscreen. That's huge. The majority of the Chromebooks that I have sold in the past have not been touchscreen. If you follow computers, you know that to go from a non-touchscreen model to a touchscreen model, you're usually looking at about 150 to 200 bucks just for that upgrade. Here, that's 50% of the computer price. It should be a lot more expensive than this to get a touchscreen home, but we're sending a touchscreen to you. Touchscreen makes all the difference in the world, whether you're scrolling, whether you're pinching, whether you're zooming, whether you're just trying to read something clearly on your screen. Whatever it is you're doing, you'll be glad to know that you have a touchscreen. So you might be thinking, okay, they've got this touchscreen computer. It's lightweight, as they said, has a long battery life, 14-hour battery life. Why are they calling it a Chromebook? What's a Chromebook? A Chromebook is a laptop computer, just like other laptops. So for example, you probably know what a PC is. A PC is a laptop computer with the Microsoft Windows operating system. Or you might know what a MacBook is. A MacBook is an Apple computer, an Apple laptop, just like all these others are laptops with Apple's iOS operating system. This is a full laptop in every way. So you can do Word and Excel and PowerPoint and Outlook and Access. You can go to Netflix. You can stream all your favorite movies. You can download any of your favorite apps and any of your favorite shows and any of your favorite music and all of those kind of things right from the Play Store. It's just that this laptop has Google's Chrome operating system instead of Microsoft's Windows operating system or Apple's iOS operating system. This has the Google Chrome operating system, but you still do all of the things that you do on other more expensive laptops. In fact, let's talk about why Chromebook. It's the 3 S's. There are 3 reasons that I really recommend, whether you're a student, whether you're a silver surfer, maybe retired, but I'm sure you use your computer maybe more than you did when you were working, whether it's looking for your next great trip or shopping for a great deal or staying in touch with friends and family. There's 3 big S's that you need to know about. They are speed, they are simplicity, and they are security. First of all, speed. Setting up your computer is so fast. You get it home, you turn it on. If you have a Gmail account already, you log into your Gmail account, your email is there, your photos are there, your apps are there, everything you need is just there. If you don't have an account, you set one up for free. So many of us use and live in the Google sort of ecosystem already. So that's the first thing, speed. Also, let me just point out, I'm going right from hsn.com. I've got NASA's website up. I've got YouTube up. This is our live link actually on YouTube. I can go right here to the HSN live stream, and you'll note this computer is quick. I mean, that live stream is up and running right away. So I've got lots of things running here. Speed, that's number 1. Simplicity. You can download all the Google apps that you use already, and I think we even have a still that we'll show you on the Google apps, things like Google Docs, things like Gmail, things like Google Drive, things like Google Earth, all of those kind of things. So simple to download, but I'm gonna bust a myth right now, and I'll do this throughout the show because I think there are some myths about Chromebooks that need to be busted. Yes, you can download Google Calendar, Google Chrome, Google Docs, Google Drive, Google Mail, Google Maps, Google Photo, but you can download any app. The Google Play Store is the #1 app store. In fact, let me go right back to that. The Google Play Store is the #1 app store in the world. Over 1 million games, apps, movies, music, so all of that at your fingertips. So it's not just Google Apps and that simplicity. It's the simplicity of being able to download whatever you want from one really convenient source. And then the last thing, and I'm going to stop here, I'm going to throw it back to Shannon, but when it comes back to me, we're going to talk about security. We're going to talk about how you'll never catch a virus on this computer and how it updates itself. But I've definitely gone on long enough. So we'll give it back to Shannon for an update, and then we'll talk about the third of the S's, the security, in a moment.
Well, I was going to say security. I thought you were going to say Shannon. The third S.
That's the other S.
Yeah.
There's 4 S's tonight.
Most important S. All right. Well, I've got another one for you. Big savings. How about that? How about another one? Super sale. I know that's 2 words, but and this is sellout quantity. Gosh, I can come up with lots of S's, for heaven's sake. So it is all of that and so much more. All of that and a bag of chips. And the thing is, you're gonna have to strike while the iron is hot. Touchscreen, touchscreen, touchscreen. Backlit keyboard, #1 name when it comes to processors, #1 name when it comes to laptops, #1 name when it comes to printers. All under one roof. And then the only problem is, it is basically for this show. So if it's time to get that grads and dads, I mean, really, you could call this a congratulations graduation computer. You could call it a back to school computer, but it's more than just the basics, because remember, whether you're doing the version with Office, which I think it's also really cool to even load that for you, so you don't have to worry about, oh boy, where's that code? Where's that voucher? Where's that thing? Where's that stuff? You get ample speed, performance, and yes, the other big S, security, security, security. You also get better sound, as Aaron was talking about, but you are gonna have to strike while the iron is hot. So if you want the version with Office, Steve, we have just a little over 200 of the version with Office. Am I correct in saying that? So, and we have just a little over 100 of the version without Office. So just fewer than 300 of the version with Office, you know, in that 200 range, like 200 units only, and then just a little over 100 of this choice. And see, normally I'd say choice, and if you want the printer, and then I'd give you an item number, but remember, the printer comes with it on the version without Office. And then Steve, is it what we're calling teal, which is really a midnight blue, but go figure. Is that the most limited color, out of curiosity? He's like, yeah, out of all the limited, that teal, which is like a midnight blue, is the most limited of the limited, and then the rose gold and the silver. Now remember, at midnight, while the free shipping, I think we continue, but the 5 flex pay is for this hour on everything. Remember, at midnight, our Mophie Today special will no longer be available. And remember, for less than $130, this means never having to say you have a flat tire or a dead battery ever again, because it's both an air compressor and it will jumpstart your battery. Now, of course, at midnight, Leslie Ann is going to be along with a brand new Today's Special. And here's what's interesting about those Today's Specials. We do these teases where they don't tell the host everything, which is probably a good idea, because the entire show, I'm like, oh, and Stephanie will be up with Leslie. No, she won't. It's Ellen Bunner. See, that's what a surprise it is to everyone, and that's why you have to stay up, because they don't even tell me, because they know better. Because they know I can't keep a secret. And and if I don't know it, I'll just make it up. But Aaron, this is something that sounds like we're making it up, because you and I, again, that's why I say you're my work husband. I love you, love you, love you. I've known you for over 15 years. But I'm trying to think, okay, gosh, you know what? I don't even think I could tell you the last time that I had a whole bundle, like a whole home office makeover. And I think when we did, well, I know for a fact it wasn't this with all the upgrades and the touch screen and the upgraded sound. Yeah, and I mean, that's a game changer. So the thing is, this checks every box, but more importantly, it's an upgraded version. And that's why I say, gosh, that FlexPay is good. I spent that actually on my Chromebook that I have at home that is not a touch screen, and didn't, full disclosure, did not have the Bang & Olufsen, the backlit keyboard and everything else, didn't come with a printer. I know my FlexPay was more than what you're seeing on the screen. So it's nice to have this, especially at a time when people are getting back out into the world. So, they want to be able to do more work from home as a pleasure and as a privilege, not as, under lockdown. And you
Right.
need something like this to live the lives that we have learned how to experience now, right?
Absolutely. And, I'm going to talk about those tech specs, but we're going to leave those up for a minute. But I'll just mention during the pandemic, Chromebooks went crazy. Do you know why? Because school districts needed a great computer that they could depend on. They didn't have to worry about viruses or spyware or malware, that was fast, that was lightweight, but that was also really economical. And so kids all over used Chromebooks, and then their parents saw them and said, wow, that is a really nice computer, and it's really inexpensive. Oh, and it's Google. I use Android on my cell phone already, so it feels instantly familiar to me. It's, et cetera, et cetera. But I do want to take a moment to bust that myth. Some people think, oh, are Chromebooks just for students? The answer is no. Are they great for students? Yeah, they're great for students. Google Classroom has been a big thing. I know a lot of kids have learned over Google Classroom the past couple of years, but great for professionals and great for senior surfers as well. And one of the reasons is, I want to go back to the 3 S's for just a minute, but we'll pop that still back up for you. Chromebooks are, and the reason to choose a Chromebook, 1, they are speedy, they're incredibly fast. 2, they are simple. You can access the Google apps and all the other apps that you already use from the Google Play Store, not just Google, it can be Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you name it, they're all there. But a huge point is security. Chromebooks have built-in virus protection and automatic background updates. They are as safe a computer as you can use anywhere, ever, period. This computer will not catch a virus. Just going to say that again, because I know it's a big thing to say. Because for years, I tell you, with every computer, you need to buy Viper Antivirus. Viper is a wonderful product, by the way. But with this computer, you don't. Chromebooks do not catch viruses. No viruses, no spyware, no malware, no ransomware, any of those things, which means you don't have to buy antivirus, anti-spyware, anti-malware, and you don't have to keep up with all of those things. The other thing is automatic updates. So this is the Chrome operating system. It has really cool things like the everything key. You give that one press. Right down here, you can type in a search for anything you're looking for. Oh, you want to open Netflix? You just give Netflix a touch. Boom, there's Netflix. You see how fast it is. So it's the Chrome operating system, which is really, really easy to use. But one of the things about the Chrome operating system that is so awesome is it automatically updates itself for free. So unlike, for example, Windows, if you've been, and Windows is great too. Windows 11 has come out recently. I love it. But if you've been a Windows user for years, you probably were Windows, well, back in the day, you might have been a Windows XP user, you might have been a Windows 8 user, Windows 10 user, and then you had to upgrade to Windows 11. Maybe you had to buy it. You definitely had to do the upgrade yourself. That's not how it works here. There is one operating system that Google owns. It is called the Chrome operating system. There isn't a Chrome and a bronze and a silver and a double platinum. There's the Chrome operating system. The Chrome operating system automatically updates itself. So when new ideas happen, when brilliant new things happen that allow the computer to be faster or more efficient or whatever, they automatically upload and update to your Chrome operating system without you ever thinking about it. It's transparent. What that means is this: your computer gets smarter and faster over time instead of getting dumber and slower over time. Would that we all operated that way. Your computer gets smarter and faster over time because of the automatic updates. I'm going to give it back to Shannon. I know we're getting into our last 7 or 8 minutes here. Yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is talk just a little bit about the printer and the 11 months of HP Instant Ink that come along with it. So we're going to give the printer a little bit of love in just a minute.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to get a little bit of love to that printer as well. But we love you. It is Customer Appreciation Month here at HSN. In honor of that, this is our All-Stars weekend. So that means all good things must come to an end. 5 Flex Pay is done at midnight. So 5 Flex Pay is done at midnight. And whether that's something that you've seen in my show or something on hsn.com, just be aware of that. Listen, I love Flex Pay because it really allows us to maximize our budget. So if you're new to HSN, you can do that. So for $86 without Office, or basically $90, less than $100 if you do the version with Office, and Microsoft Office is already even loaded on it, we're gonna send you a whole home office. So new shoppers, it's a phone call away. Call us now though, because this is, I'm actually kind of surprised that they let me air this with Aaron, because the quantities that we have are actually so limited. It's something that we would only do, like say on an hsn.com, like only presented on the internet. So they had to abbreviate this presentation. That means we have literally at this point, if you want the version with Office, we have about 200 only. So about 200 reservations for those of you out there. If you want the teal, as an example, there are about 3 dozen remaining in each, well, actually in each option. And then if you want the version without Office, it's actually even more limited at about only 100 remaining, in which case that means you're looking at a couple dozen in any one of the choices. The teal, just so you're aware of it, if you're thinking, it's more to me of like a midnight blue or a Prussian blue, if I'm gonna be really fancy about that. I should ask Sam Sambora. I'm wearing Diane Gilman jeans. He can, he could color code me, from now until tomorrow. Sam's gonna be coming up with Diane Gilman jeans, the ones that I've been wearing, but that is more of like a midnight or a Prussian blue. Then we've got the rose gold and we've got the silver, and everybody is getting this deluxe all-in-one home office suite to include a home run, a hole-in-one, all-in-one printer, all for one flex pay of a little over $80 or about $90 on your credit card. 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Really and truly, Aaron, you want for nothing with this. I actually, even though we were texting back and forth and I read the specs, even as we were talking, I'm like, gosh, okay, it is touchscreen, right? Okay, it is Bang & Olufsen, right? And then I'm like, I even thought, okay, well, maybe it's an entry-level printer. I'm like a lot of people watching tonight. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop. Now, I realize we've only got a couple dozen in any one of the choices. I mean, so you need to do it now. But what's really wild for me about this is even the printer is not a throwaway item in this collaboration,
It's a great printer. It's a really nice printer. In fact, I'm printing from it right now. You guys might be able to see there's a document coming out, and I'll just point out that I'm printing that document from my smartphone. This is a wireless printer. So you can print from any device in your house. The printer you have right now, can you print from your iPhone or from your Android phone? Can you print from Macs or from PCs or from tablets of any type? With this printer, you can. You download the HP Smart Print app and you can print directly to it. You can actually even email directly to your printer. So if you just email it, your printer has its own email address, you can email directly to it, and it will print for you. So that wireless capability is awesome. It's not just a printer. And we refer to it sort of using a shorthand as a printer. It's a printer, it's a copier, and it's a scanner, flatbed scanner right there. So really easy to print, copy, scan. The other thing is this is an HP Plus printer, which means when you sign up for HP Plus, which is complimentary for the first 6 months, you get a double warranty. So they double the warranty to a 2-year warranty, and you get 6 months of HP Instant Ink, which I'm going to talk about in a second. In addition to those 6 months, we also include a $20 gift card for HP Instant Ink, which will get you about another 5 months of HP Instant Ink. So we're including, in essence, 11 months with this. You don't have to go out and buy a cartridge for about 11 months. If it's about time for you to replace your printer cartridge, that might be $50 or $60 or $70. Here's the exciting thing. When you use HP Instant Ink, it's not $50 or $60 or $70. It's about 50% off the price of original HP ink. So what is HP Instant Ink? HP Instant Ink is an ink replacement service. You'll save up to 50% on original HP ink. Your printer orders ink, so you'll always have it. You never have to go to the store again and walk up and down the ink aisle and go, oh, do they have my cartridge? What is my cartridge? Is it here? Do I have to drive across town? The kids' projects are due tomorrow. You'll never run out of ink again. They're monthly plans that are based on pages printed, not cartridges used. So you don't get a new cartridge every month. You use the cartridge until it won't run out, because you'll get a new one in the mail. So then you'll take it out and put the new one in, but you'll never be out of ink. And we're talking about pennies a month. We'll get to that in a minute. No annual fee. You can change or cancel your plan at any time. This is not a trick. About 95% of people who try HP Instant Ink continue to use it because it's so convenient and it's less expensive than buying ink on your own. Ink, shipping, and cartridge recycling are all included. Show me the money. If I were you, I'd be wondering, how much does this thing cost? Starts at 99 cents for 10 pages a month. I usually talk about the plan in the middle, the 100-page plan, for less than $6 a month, $5.99. You get 100 pages per month. Those can be full color, 8.5 by 11 pages. It breaks down to about 6 pennies per month. You get rollover pages and all that. If you don't need that much, a lot of people do the 50-page plan as well. That's actually the most popular plan. That's $3.99 a month. It's 8 cents a page. Even for, I'll take a quick sec here to show you, these are the kind of prints we're talking about. We're talking about full color, We're talking about full photo lab quality prints. So you never have to worry again, Shannon, you know, when you want to print a photo from your smartphone, right? How many photos are on your smartphone that you've never printed? First of all, you can print to this printer from your smartphone. And secondly, you're not breaking the bank when you do it. We're talking about prints that cost 6, 7, 8 cents, something like that. So as Shannon said, this printer is anything but a throwaway extra. It is a wonderful printer all in its own right.
It is. I mean, even if we just talked about the instant ink function alone, I mean, like Aaron said, we could literally spend the entire presentation talking about the features of the printer or talking about the features of the computer. The best news of all is you do not have to pick. You are getting both for this hour and for this show. Now remember, in 32 minutes, that 5 flex pay is done on everything. So whether you're shopping for our Mophie Today special, or whether you're gonna be shopping for Diane Gilman jeans, or Dr. Nassif detox pads, or if you were trying to get through on the Ninja Foodie from last hour, that 5 flex pay is done there. We are in the dozens remaining on the version without Office, and actually fewer than 100 on the version with Office. And remember that 5 flex pay, 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, all at your fingertips. Call, call, call to make sure that you get yours and get it at this amazing one-time only price. Aaron, thank you for doing this at a very last minute, but you know, thank you for doing it for me on a Sunday Fun Day.
It's always my pleasure to be in your show. Thanks, Shannon. Have a good night.
Thank you, Aaron. All right, don't hang up. We see you there. We've got one for you in your color of choice, as only if you're calling now, because as I said, there are just a couple dozen remaining in any one of those choices. Protection Plus is also available. Check with your service representatives for details. And then if you want our Mophie Today special, now remember, just like love means never having to say you're sorry, you get our Mophie, you never worry about having a dead battery ever again. You never worry about having a flat tire ever again. There's that emergency tool to break the glass and cut the seatbelt if there is something, you know, an emergency at hand. Over 1,000 gone just in this show, and I'm telling you, not only are we raising that price at midnight, that 5 flex pay goes away. Do you know there's that built-in light? If the only thing this did is jumpstart your car, it would pay for itself. But do you know it's the most powerful available on the market from the #1 name, and the only time this year that we're gonna do anything like that. So get it at home. It is a lifetime product, and there's a 2-year warranty. So you pick your color of choice. I'm telling you, it is the best peace of mind. You have to get that Mophie. I'm just so obsessed with that brand. Speaking of things I'm obsessed with, there's not a day that goes by that I don't use my detox pads. Wipe away the signs of aging. Coming up next.
We understand every woman's